in the booth. It's another GTR college football matchup, semifinal matchup, as we have the number 2 ranked Georgia Southern Eagles, led by Coach GTR the Sauce, versus the number 6 ranked Oklahoma State Cowboys, coached by Kevin 48-5. So, Turf, what's up? We have a heck of a matchup here, a Final Four. What do you think we're going to see here this evening?
Yeah, these two teams played week 0, first matchup of the season, and Georgia Southern dominated that game, to say the least. So we'll see. Last week I said Washington State was going to kick the dog snout out of OSU, and that didn't happen. So I'm going with the Georgia Southern minus 17, but we'll see if Oklahoma State has anything to change that.
Down on the field is Florida coach GTRP Cola Gator, and we might get a word from him later on. We'll see. So here we are getting into this matchup. Tomorrow night, we'll see Penn State play, who am I forgetting? Oh, Florida.
That team.
P. Cola Gator will be playing AD in the Final Four matchup. And this is to get into the national championship. I'm sure he's here. He just left them. Could he sit on the sideline as well?
I think he might have been trying to stop the fight at school hall. These two teams have had a lot of talking back and forth in the past couple of weeks, or past week once they found out they were playing each other. So there might be some fights in the stands.
See, a couple of good fan bases getting together here in Louisiana. New Orleans, the Caesars Superdome, home of the Sugar Bowl. As we get this Final Four college football 25 EA Sports Championship. At least the winner of this, we'll get into that. There you see the overalls heavily favored in the Georgia Southern side, but as some might say, it doesn't matter. It's going to come down to how these guys execute on the field. Oklahoma State will kick off. Georgia Southern to return. We'll have a fair catch in the end zone, bringing it out to the 25-yard line. 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter as we get underway. We are playing on not Heisman. What's the one before that? All-Pro. All-American. All-American. This is the last season. Rumor has it to be an All-American. We will be moving to Heisman next year. At least rumors have said so.
And the running back takes the handoff.
There you go. A little Tony Sosa sweep out to the outside, and he's going to get at least 5 yards on the carry. Oklahoma State looking to stop the run here. This is what Georgia Southern does best. There you see yards allowed per game. Defense heavily favored in Georgia Southern's side of the things, especially in the yards, 255 to 280. Score per game is actually pretty close, 25 to 22.
Yeah, and the Georgia Southern defense definitely creates a lot of turnovers. So.
Pitch out to the left, and Sosa gets 3 yards that time. Mitchell Durant's on the tackle. He has 4 tackles for loss on the year with 5.5 sacks. The linebacker position. Buster Cherry, quarterback for Georgia Southern. We're going to go to the wing tee here on 3rd and 2. And Sosa will take it straight up the middle, and Oklahoma's going to overrun the play, and he has his longest carry of the game so far. 2,400 yards on the season, nearly 2,500 for Tony Sosa. Just over 1,600 for the Oklahoma State running back. We'll meet him on their offensive series.
And the Eagles lining up here on 1st and 10.
Oklahoma State throwing a couple extra guys down on the line of scrimmage, trying to get the outside runs here from the Georgia Southern offense. That time they have it pretty well covered. They're going to give 3 yards on the move by Sosa, or by Freeze, excuse me, the spellback out of South Carolina.
I don't know how I let that guy get out of my backyard.
Were you there at the time? I don't know if you were actually in South Carolina when he was.
Probably not. I think I've only been there 3 years now.
I think that was the year before, so. But yeah, maybe if you were around, he'd be a Gamecock instead. Now back to throw his first time of the game. Cherry's looking deep on the left. Got a man. Touchdown.
Ralph Lauren again with the deep shot.
Ralph Lauren just going down the sideline practically. And look, Oklahoma State does not have a slow secondary. They have one of the fastest secondaries in the nation. They have a Nene. He's probably one of the fastest out there. But he was on the other side of the field. He wasn't covering more.
Here's the kickoff team. We'll see if they give the returner opportunity.
Townsville now set to kick. Cowboys getting ready to go on their first offensive drive of the day. They will try to return it from deep in the end zone. They'll only make it out to about the 15, 17-yard line. Now Matt Fuller and company coming on out. One of the stronger arms here. Him and Cherry actually pretty comparable as far as arm strength is concerned. On their 17-yard line now as the Cowboys come out in shotgun. Spencer Russ in the backfield.
They'll run it here. Running back has the ball.
He'll get a run for a yard as he tries to hit the inside line. Oklahoma State, a little bit of a quicker paced offense.
And they're going to see a lot more throwing out of this Oklahoma State team than the Georgia Southern offense.
For baseball fans that are my age, you might remember Mark Burley of the Chicago White Sox, one of the fastest on the mound. It's kind of like watching Oklahoma State here. We're going to look back to throw. He has to get under pressure, and he gets hit as he throws. James Shockey on the coverage there in the backfield. Number 7. Fuller, kind of like Ben Roethlisberger, likes to get out round, get out in space, and make a play. Has a little bit of speed. Not the fastest guy in the field, but he definitely can carry himself. Now with the empty backfield, Fuller now looks to throw, get to the first down marker. He's got a man down the sideline. That's Spencer Russ. The halfback gets a long catch here. The last thing Matt Fuller needs to beat you is time.
Has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on
throws it
third down.
on the run, very accurate. Gets him and gets Spencer Russ on the run as well. Now Russ returns to the backfield here, back in shotgun. A little screen pass out to the left, but it's going to fall incomplete. Tim Lovato, senior left guard at a Texas star lineman here for the Cowboys.
He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
Second and 10. OSU now in Georgia Southern territory. There's the handoff. Inside zone. That time, no gain.
No gain there. The defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back. That's on purpose.
Yeah, kind of a
so hard to run on the mentality by this defense. Their front 7 is really good, and then Sauce knows how to play really good.
A little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming
and in motion, Fuller now looks to throw the ball. He's going to go out to the right. He's got a man, his receiver, number 14, Ramos, a freshman, also out of Texas. He's 53 catches for almost 1,400 yards on the season as a freshman.
You're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need
double tight end here on the left side. We have a man in motion. That's going to be a jet sweep. Coleman, I think. He'll have a first down on that jet sweep.
Defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver...
Clock ticking, moving with a minute 19 here left in the first quarter. Georgia Southern up 7-0. Oklahoma State on their opening offensive series. Using a lot of motion here in the opening drive. They have him. Now they give it to Russ in the middle. He'll get 5 yards on that carry. That time spreading out the Georgia Southern defense. Quick huddle. 2nd and 5 for Fuller. There's the snap. He'll take it himself right up the middle, but he's met on a block shed by the tackle, number 98. As he meets him right at the line of scrimmage. It's London Vandal, number 10, on the hit as well.
Pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
A couple of guys getting in on that play from the Eagles defense. Another shotgun here with Spencer Russ in the backfield next to Matt Fuller. You got another man in motion left to right. There is the handoff. He's going to take it up the middle, get to the first down markers. 4th and inches. He's just forward.
I believe this is a go for.
I think you're right. The analytics would say.
Less than a yard to go here on
And we've seen defending of the quarterback sneak pretty efficiently, so I don't know if that's what we'll see here, but still in play. Georgia Southern making some moves on the defensive side of the ball. There's going to be a handoff. No, it's going to be a throw, but Matt Fuller's brought down to the backfield. That'll be a turnover on downs here with 6 seconds left in the first.
Yeah, I don't know about that play call with the speed of this Georgia Southern defense. I think you either got to spread them out or just try to run the QB sneak and hope it makes it.
Play action, very effective, but when you have a blitz coming, it's almost sure way to get your guy sacked. Tony Sosa out of the Wildcat. It's a keeper, and he'll get 3 yards on that carry, and it'll end the first quarter. 7-0 Georgia Southern, coming up on the second play of their second offensive series. Turf, what a first quarter so far. I mean, both teams moved the ball.
Yeah, and that's one thing with Sauce is you just have to. You got to score when you have the opportunity. You can't give them any extra possessions. So let's see, Oklahoma State is going to have to cause a turnover here, I think, to kind of stay in this game.
Another handoff to the outside. Tony Sosa, Oklahoma State guys blocking each other as they try to get to the outside. And just to comment on what you just said, as Coach Sauce would also say, you can't play what you're doing.
Yeah, Sauce puts you out early. He does not allow you to stick around very often. So
another handoff this time to the left. Tony Sosa's got some coverage outside. Try to make a move. He'll get 3 yards. 6 carries for 44 yards so far. That's 16 yards long. Rush was his longest.
Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Hester leading the defense for the Cowboys as there's going to be a pitch as Sosa wide out for the option. Is going to get the first down and a few more. Bringing it up to the 45-yard line now for another first and 10. That was Brian Freeze. Or Fries, depending on where we're from.
They better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
And the Eagles will try to keep this drive moving.
Sosa back in at halfback. There's your man in motion from the Eagles offense. A jet sweep by the receiver, and he's got lots of room. Lots of room. He gets hit. He breaks off that one tackle. He's at the 10-5. Touchdown. I didn't know if he was going to do it, but sure enough, on the jet sweep, number 10, that's going to be your second touchdown for the Georgia Southern offense. Rocking the baby, putting you to sleep. Brendan McIntyre, freshman out of Florida. All let him get away.
I haven't really seen him make too many plays this year. But, like Sauce said, big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games, and that was definitely one of them.
Takes a minute 21 off the time. The 5-yard, 88-yard drive. 5-play, 88-yard drive. Now Oklahoma State surely needing to respond here, now down by 2 in the early going. Here you see the passing attempts, 3 for 5 for 67 yards on the Oklahoma side, 3 for 3 for 106 yards, and the 2 touchdowns now for Georgia Southern. Western Cherry lead the nation in passing yards, which is kind of crazy from a running team.
Yeah. I think he gets a lot of his passing yards from jet sweep, so it's kind of just an extension of the run game. Counts as pass, but
speaking of which, there's another jet sweep this time by Oklahoma State trying to get to the outside edge, and he only amassed 2 yards on that one. Frank Bradbury, another freshman. A lot of freshmen playing today for both teams.
Yeah, I think both these teams have a top 5 recruiting class signed up for next year, so they're just going to reload after this game.
A lot of pressure up the middle, and Fuller doesn't get rid of the football in time. He'll get brought down for a 9-yard loss. 3rd and 17 here. It was Damon Cheek on the sack, the junior from Florida. It's enough talent in Florida that they don't all stick around. Cheek now gets double teamed on that play as Fuller rolls out to the right, has a lot of time, he's got to throw downfield, but it's going to be intercepted. That's 22. Third down, trying to go deep. Fuller, but he turns the ball over. Hollenbach, Casey Hollenbach, also out of Florida, coming up here to Statesboro. Getting the interception here in the semifinal game. Making a big-time play.
Georgia Southern's offense takes the field now.
We're back in the Wildcat. Tony Sosa under center. There's your man in motion, and it will be kept by Sosa as he sprints out to the left side, gets a block out to the first down marker, and a couple of more get to the 20-yard line. 55 carries on 7 attempts, and a couple of those have been these keepers.
But the ones that really make a game are the ones that get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Now Cherry back under center in the empty backfield. Here comes your man in motion. That's number 21, Brian Freeze, trying to beat a man to the outside. He'll get at least 7, 8 yards on the carry here to the 11-yard line. He sees Brian Freeze on his 2 jet sweeps, has 11 yards, while Spencer Russ has that one 43-yard catch. Second down, 2 yards, back into the Wildcat. Freeze in motion behind Tony Sosa. He's going to make a move, a couple of jukes, gets the first down, and he'll get to the 5-yard line, bringing up first and goal. Eagles about to go up 3 unless the Cowboys can make a play.
Able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards in the first half, so really good job of establishing.
Tomorrow night we will be bringing you the Penn State-Florida game you see right there on your screen. The winner of that game will face the winner of this game for the Season 6 championship for GTR college football.
Soft with the Georgia Southern Eagles looking for his 5th in a row. Or not 5th in a row, but 5th title overall.
It's either 6th or 7th season. There's another keeper up the middle. Not Sosa that time, though. That was Ambrose, who was very slow to get up on his first carry of the day. He was kind of tackled and then rolled over another Cowboy defender. Georgia Southern taking their time. No need to rush it as they're up by 2.
All right, second down and goal now for this offense.
Freeze now in the backfield. No Tony Sosa in the goal line set. Buster Cherry under center. Getting set here on 2nd and goal. There will be a handoff cut up the middle and a dive, and Brian Freeze gets in the end zone for the 2nd time tonight.
That's an old school late just defense into the end zone.
Oh, sorry, his first touchdown. I thought he scored one of the others. His first touchdown of the night. Now Georgia Southern is up 21-0 here. 1:18 left in the first half. Turf.
Yeah. This is what I was scared about. It's just this Georgia Southern team and the speed they've got. It's just so hard to contain them. And you try to stop the run, you get the shots over the top like that first drive. So just kind of take out something, and hopefully the other thing doesn't bite you.
Well, with 1:18, there's plenty of time for Oklahoma State to get down the field and score. Don't know if they want to take a quick score here, because Georgia Southern would then have the ball back. Spencer going to run the ball, which will let the clock run. He'll get 4 yards there. 2nd and 6 here. You do got to get the ball upfield, but I understand taking a run on the first play. He outran one guy in the backfield and then met a couple others once he got past the line of scrimmage. A lot of lookout blocks coming from this Oklahoma State offensive line. Now Spencer Russ in the Oklahoma State Wildcat. Almost had a giant hole to get some yards, but was met, dropped. You see Buster Cherry with nearly 6,000 yards this year, 5,993. 7 yards away from hitting 6,000. Incredible passing season. Jet sweep or not. 3rd and 6. Got to get a first down. We've got to get this ball up the field. We do not want to give the Eagles the ball back, let alone on a short field.
Scanning the field. It's Fuller.
There goes Fuller with the
Wide
throw. He's got a
open.
wide open man out to the left. That's Coleman trying to outrun the defense to the goal line. He gets inside the 10. A huge play for the Cowboys offense here. It's going to bring up 1st and goal with 47 seconds left. The clock has stopped, though, with the run out of bounds.
For this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this
Just
game.
faked out the defense and everybody going to the right. There's Spencer Russ trying to make a move up the middle, but he'll get stopped for a couple of yards. 2nd and goal from the 5.
Real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play
16
call
yards
right
on 6 attempts for Spencer Russ.
That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Fuller's going to take the direct snap, sprint out to the goal sideline, and sure enough, gets his touchdown. Oklahoma State now a point after touchdown away from pulling within 7.
What an answer there.
Right now, this is just
Put his head down, stuck right to it.
for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in the calls.
You know, we kind of made this comment about Washington State, but sometimes these guys, you know, they need a couple of series to figure out what they need to do, find the open spaces on the field. And Oklahoma State was able to do it on that drive. Remember, they did almost score on the one drive. They just didn't make that 4th and inches.
And the fair catch signaled for
25 seconds is plenty of time for Georgia Southern to move the ball down.
Especially with 2 timeouts still, yeah. So 1st and 10 from the 25. Wisely takes the touchback. Coming out in a stacked formation. Lineman, halfback, quarterback in the middle of the field. Everybody else spread out way wide. There's your single coverage to the outside of the sideline. And it's caught. Ralph Lauren on the right side beats Nene down the sideline. And we didn't need a timeout. We didn't need more than one play.
That's what makes this guy so
Yeah, that's why it's so
dangerous.
hard to beat on the outside. It's just, I was even against the number 1 corner for Oklahoma State, and it still didn't.
No, it wasn't, so shut up.
Oh.
Pete Cola's got to move his open mic away from the coaches. Glad to hear from our sideline reporter finally tonight. Before halftime, too. All right, the Cowboys with 16 seconds, 3 timeouts. Can they score in 1 play? Or 3 plays, because that's all they're really going to get. From the 25. Matt Fuller under center. Looks to throw, scrambles to the right. Getting him on the run is dangerous. He's got a man by the sideline. Caught, out of bounds. Clock will stop. That is an NFL catch. 2 feet down.
Get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
The defense with more.
Now from the right hash mark, Fuller looking in the shotgun. Man in motion, Clemens.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw.
Now he's going to look to the right again as he scrambles. He's going to take off. No, he throws it. 1st down, safe catch, timeout. 4 seconds. Do we go for the touchdown or try to kick the field goal? It is a 55-yard attempt.
So on 1st down,
We are kicking. And a timeout.
Timeout is called.
Had by Oklahoma State, icing his own kicker.
2 plays here before halftime. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here.
There you see, sets up for the kick. Kick is up. It is deep enough, and it's good. 10 points on the board. The Cowboys now down by 4. That will end the half. The coach from Florida, who's not known for his special teams,
Yeah, what a
but
kick.
everything else.
And the Eagles will kick it off.
Georgia Southern now kicking off. So now down. Oh, I'm sorry. Now I thought it was 14-10. 28-10. Down by 18 points. Still has to score a few touchdowns, but they'll start with the ball here in the 2nd half. I don't know why I thought it was 14-10. We're brought to you by Mr. Fizz and MNBC Bank.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now.
Man in motion again, left or right, but there's the fake handoff. Spencer Russ, he kind of moved out of where he was supposed to go. Looked like out in the middle of the field, and then juked himself right into the edge rusher.
That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all.
It's almost that like playing defense without having to play defense. You know, you play so well that you make bad decisions.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now second and long.
His defense is really hard to move the ball on consistently. So.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I can attest to that. Malfuller looks to throw, but he's going to take off down the middle, and he'll get a couple of yards on that gain.
Results in just a very short game.
Almost split through the D tackles for a larger game. Game of inches.
This offense can really use a conversion here and multiple scores.
All right, Fuller back in the shotgun. Third and 11.
On third down, he drops to throw.
Looks to throw under pressure, and it's fumbled, picked up by the Cowboys, who tries to stumble it forwards. They're going to lose a yard, bring up 4th and 12. I mean, I know we're really deep in our own territory, but are we going to go for it? Do we kind of try to play the field positioning game again?
The Cowboys will have to kick it away.
Like
and finally, we have a punt, the first of the game for either team.
Here goes the punt. Coverage coming down, tries to return it, but he'll be hit as he catches it. Just walking into the booth is Washington State head coach Hale State. What's up, good buddy?
Good. I just want to pop in real quick, check the score, see how everybody's doing tonight. Looks like Georgia Southern's doing what they usually do to the Big 12.
Yep, up 28-10 here with 3:46 left in the third.
And here comes the Eagles.
2 ranked school in the nation versus the number 6 ranked school. Cherry now in I formation, double tight ends. Sweet pitch out to the left. Juke inside, he will get 9 yards. That's Chris Ambrose. We saw him get up slowly on that one play in the first half. He's come back, got 9 yards on that carry.
In that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards.
True freshman out of Georgia, hometown boy.
Brink, they got you in here by yourself?
You think so, but Turf Tech's here too, and so is Piccolo. But, you know, the wordsmiths that they are. So, feel free to stick around and help pull this out. First down rush again by Chris Ambrose. 3 carries for 22 yards, had 10 carries for nearly 196 yards just last game.
Yeah, and I think that's the guy that had a red shirt on during the year, so he's using these opportunities. These games don't count for red shirt, so.
Well, there is one thing I'll state that a couple of these coaches from the Final Four have mentioned, which is the wear and tear on their players is quite severe in some cases. And Georgia Southern, very good at taking care of their players, is going to put in the backups in the second half, especially when they control the game that they are here. And Brian Freeze, the halfback who is number 2 on the depth chart, has another walk. Goes from the 47 to about the 17.
He saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you
a 30-yard run is what that was.
Big gain and a first down.
Yeah, I think he's
getting set on 1st and 10.
Ambrose back in the backfield. Ralph Lorenz split out to the left. There goes Ambrose off the tackle, breaks one tackle to the goal line. 34 points now for the Georgia Southern Eagles.
How important is that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here.
Hale State, what are you seeing since you've joined us?
Much more the same that I'm used to seeing from Georgia Southern. Just taking their four deep running back room and running it down people's throats, and they're doing it successfully.
If it was you in that position, what would you be trying to do here on the upcoming offensive drive?
Call a priest, probably do some prayers, because you're going to need to start slinging this ball around in ways you haven't slung it around all year to get back in this game.
Probably the most effective strategy. Georgia Southern now kicking off on their hunt for title number 5.
Bring it out. It's
Cowboys are going to bring it out of the end zone, but brought down early at the 12. Sack leaders this year: John Rich out of Florida, then a couple of Penn State players, Sauer and Lewerke, in your top 3. John Rich, a former safety, now outside linebacker for the Florida Gators.
And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time?
Spencer Russ goes in motion. He'll take the pitch out to the right. Way to get the guy in stride. Flag on the play. Wow, holding, and the flag came in after he even ran by that spot on the field. Controversial flag. It's 1st and 16, showing that that's where the penalty occurred, was 4 yards from the line of scrimmage. So kind of a weird holding call, if you ask me. You might see like from the 9-yard line. That far upfield? I don't know.
Yeah, that was.
And there's the handoff.
Wiped away a big play, but got a good gain there. Brought it back to 2nd and 11.
Every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front.
Spencer Russ had a slow start, but he's got 76 yards on 12 attempts now. And the score. Oh, I'm sorry, that was last week. Today he's got 9 for 23 on the score. We got word that sideline reporter Pete Gator headed for the exits, unsure if he can return.
After that run on the previous play.
Do we think we might see the other semifinal play tonight, or is that going to be a tomorrow game?
No, that is a tomorrow game. Hopefully we get both in tomorrow.
That would be great.
We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
All right, winding down to the 3rd quarter, coming up on 40 seconds left in the quarter. 3rd down, 3 yards till the 1st. We are still deep on our own territory.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down.
Spreading the line there on Georgia Southern. Matt Fuller's looking here to make a play on 3rd down. He's got a man on the RPO. That's Coleman. He'll get the 1st plus some. That brings him to the 34-yard line for a 17-yard gain.
This offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that 1st down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Looks the same.
They're going to run it here.
Spencer Russ met at the handoff, and he'll lose 4 yards on that 1st down carry. Georgia Southern with the pressure. Ben Dubois.
We can get a playoff here.
There's the end of the 3rd quarter. All right, fellow analysts, what do we got here coming up for the 4th quarter?
I think you'll be seeing some shoe clock from the Georgia Southern offense. I don't think you'll see them put the ball in the air anymore this game, and they're going to try to get out with the least amount of injuries they can possibly.
Dropping back, it's Fuller. He's moving out of the pocket.
Fuller now looks to throw here. He's got another man around by the sideline, and that'll be another completion on the sideline. Spencer Russ with another one. 220 yards here for Matt Fuller.
Big play like this. this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
D-line now spreading out, assuming the pass here. Fuller looks to throw quick, and Spencer Russ gets the screen. Runs into a couple of his own guys, but breaks free and has got the first down. Brings it to the 28-yard line now, threatening to score here as they close into the red zone.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up.
There's that wear and tear. We see Spencer Russ definitely putting his all in here, leaving it all out on the field.
When you do, you better be careful.
Coming out of the monster formation.
There's that monster. Not a favorite of mine. Coach here at Oklahoma State seems to love it, and there's a good screen to the wide receiver. That'll get him 8 yards.
I love how this quarterback is finding
jumping on the guys. Alex Ramos,
not only is he tough to
freshman,
handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down.
I always enjoyed the Oklahoma State uniform, like black and orange, even on the white here. Another RPO out, wide open man. Clemens getting chased down. He'll go out of bounds to stop the clock. Try to save a little bit of time for this Cowboy team to get back into it.
Is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base,
from the
maybe
right
try
hash mark.
5 or 6 defensive backs
Got
on the field.
Fuller starting to heat up. Fisher man in
Athletically
motion.
against the slot
Jet
receiver.
sweep out to the left. Clemens breaks inside. He'll get 2 yards.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion
Sixth
like that.
reception.
The defense to stretch
Has 108
them out
yards.
horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this
NBC
defense, and they
Bank,
better
there it is up
defend
there.
this style of
That's your
play
sponsors
moving
here today.
forward.
Might as well give them some
Coming to the
notice.
line
Give
on
me all that
second
money.
down. This is important. They want to avoid a third
All
and
state
long.
insurance here, but that's kind of in the stadium thing. Spencer Russ breaks to the outside, breaks one tackle, breaks the second, brought down by the third.
I just don't know about
And it's
short games.
basically third and goal, 3rd and 1 from the 2. We could get a first down, but at that point, I hope you're scoring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this running back he's got is a senior. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he is. And if that's the case, as a man who shares a conference with him, I can't wait for his career to be over. So it's a happy night for us.
Ooh, jet sweep, but the blitz comes in and upends the Cowboy receiver. 4th and 6, and we can't kick this. We got to get in the end zone.
Side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
Well, a field goal here does them no good. So the offense stays on the field. They'll
Now
go
a
for it.
shotgun. Another man in motion. We've seen a lot of motion from these teams today. Now Fuller now running out to the right, trying to find a man. He's got it back to the end zone. Touchdown. Spencer Russ. His second of the day, his first receiving touchdown.
The running back, you know, he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that pull route is tough on a defense.
And they'll close the gap 35-17. Not out of it yet. If we can maybe get a turnover, stop the Eagles this drive, we'll start to really close this in. I'm with an onside kick here. I think the field goal was impressive. He gets this. He gets the one kick, gets a bounce, it's dropped, but then picked up. Oh boy, right into the hands of the Eagle special teamer. Valiant effort by the Cowboys kicker to get that thing into their hands, but it's a game of inches, right? So
Yeah, that was very close.
literally an inch to the right, it bounces towards an Oklahoma State player. Waiting for probably a couple substitutions from the coach. Trying to save his players for assumingly next week's game. Looking ahead a little bit. National championship versus the winner of Penn State versus
No, you
Florida.
can't even give me enough time to do that? Okay.
Georgia Southern's offense retakes the field now. They've really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments. Come up with a
There's
stop
the
here.
pitch. Ambrose
That was a nice
laid his shoulder down to a guy and
Once
beat 5 yards.
brought down for a short gain.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to
Definitely
use
with the
all
shoot
their
clock
timeouts
on.
and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Now an empty backfield.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun.
Cherry looking to throw. He's got a man deep across the seam. Caught! And it's another touchdown, Eagles. Not what you
Sauce
wanted.
gets bailed more than anyone we all know.
Should have given me time to do my depth chart.
Is that
All you have is speed. You ain't even good, so get it out of hell.
We're live right now. I'll just mute you if you want to be upset about it.
So Oklahoma State now down 41 to 17, 42 to 17. 2 minutes, 42 left.
Can I what?
Can you calm those coaches down on the sideline?
Well, my version of calming down involves leather, snapping, right? The against cheeks, and I don't think that anybody wants that, especially out in public. So, I'm gonna take my big old red crimson WWE belt. And we're gonna have to just get to business if we don't calm down. So, as Sauce would say when we're acting like dummies up here in the booth, it's time to rein it in.
It's time to rein it in. Getting off the rails. Spencer Russ handoff, but big penetration up the middle. And I got to be honest, this is kind of the problem I have with my team, is my guys are A-, B+ guys. Some of these dudes they get on the other three teams are just way too powerful in some aspects.
Yeah, you just can't get enough penetration up the middle.
Stand right. Spencer Russ with the catch, though, gets a few yards to bring up 3rd and 2.
I have a buddy out at in South Carolina that maybe could help with that. Cox always penetrate up the middle, no matter what they're doing.
Empty backfield here. You got to give it up to the Cowboys. They still have the fight in them. Throwing as another RPO to Spencer Russ. Trying to make some moves. Got the first down.
Oh.
And Spencer Russ is down on the ground. He is not getting up, holding his back. Tough break for the senior.
I tell you what, man. Spencer Russ has had a great career. He's going to make a really good used car salesman one day.
2:03, 3 seconds before the 2-minute warnings. Fuller scrambles out to the right again and looks to throw way deep to the sideline, and it's going to be picked.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win today.
Minute 56 left. 3 timeouts still for Oklahoma State to try to get the ball back. Down 42 to 17, though.
Is that Bautista related to Dave? By any chance?
Good question. We'll find out.
I also saw a McIntyre. I wonder if he's related to Drew.
Oh boy, and there's Ambrose gets free.
I wonder if he's related to Dean. How many WWE children do we have on this team?
Might be a few. But bringing it down. Clock is running.
It's a thing of beauty when he gets
not trying to score.
And I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit.
Running
they
the clock
gave up
out.
a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him
Player
walk
number
into the end
12,
zone.
Jamal Villa, Jr. That's his first rush, I think, in a few weeks.
The hot new bombshell in the Villa.
This week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory.
That was the formation.
And the offense just takes a knee here.
Well, this is what you hope for. Have a chance to just take a knee.
Well, fellas, Georgia Southern back in the championship. Going to have a formidable foe for sure. You think he repeats, comes back to it?
Yeah, I think, depending on who he plays, I think the Dallas Screwjob is going to be on top of him.
Yeah.
Well, let's get to it. Coach Sauce, congratulations. Another semifinal victory here for you. You're going to go fight for your 5th title out of 6-7 seasons. Tell us about your game, bud.
Yeah, we came in and did what we knew we could do, what we trained for. So came out fast, dominated offensively, defensively, and we got the win tonight.
What was it for you when you were facing up against the defense? Was it we're just going to run it down their throat? Or did you see other exploitations out there?
Yeah, just gonna control the trenches, play big boy SEC football, and do what we do normally. Is get the running backs involved and take our shots and where they may be. But yeah, good game to Kevin. I was trying to sub in some of my guys and just felt like I didn't get the time to do that. I wouldn't have done that, but it is what it is. So, yep, good game.
Turf, Cal State, anything for our...
Not much. Well, who do you want in the next round?
I mean, I think we all know the answer.
I just want to hear you say it.
Well,
We all know the answer.
Pretend somebody's listening that doesn't know the answer.
Yep. Yeah, I'll be looking forward to that game, and I'll be watching it closely.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, we'll bring it to you tomorrow night.
I think we can.
Yeah. I got a question. We're starting to have this problem up at Pullman, but are all the Goodwills and the Salvation Armies just flooded with like navy blue T-shirts of like conference championships, rivalry wins, bowl wins? Because up in Pullman, if you walk into the local Goodwill, it's just a sea of crimson red, Pac-12 championship titles, bowl game titles, beaten Cal titles. Like
I don't think any of our apparel's at Goodwill, to be honest.
Okay.
I think they sell it on Fanatics.
You think they're buying
UniversityStore.com?
Yeah. You think they're buying 5-year-old T-shirts off your university store?
They still got them in stock. Keep printing them. They keep buying them.
Huh.
All I know is there's a village in Ethiopia who thinks the Buffalo Bills are the greatest NFL team to ever exist.
There's a village in Ethiopia who think we won the Fiesta Bowl too.
So. All right, Kevin, tough game. Well, I want to give you all the credit for keeping the fight and you down to the very last wire. But what went wrong for you? What were you kind of looking for that maybe didn't matriculate that made it more difficult to climb this hill?
8 overall added to that 86. Would help a lot. Then having my D-line faster than my running back, that would help out a lot too.
Yeah, can't argue with that. Fail State.
Yeah, it just looked like the speed kind of got to you. We've talked about it before that was gonna be an issue, so couldn't do much to stop that one.
Oh, I'll go. You think 8's bad? Try 10, because that's what I have to deal with when I'm playing. But nah. Talk to me about your running back, right? Russ's career comes to a close tonight. What's the
put him on a stretcher?
You come to with replacing? Oh, he did get carted out on a stretcher on his last play. Talk to me about the impact he's had and how you're going to replace him.
Next man up.
Good to hear.
What about his impact?
He done what he could. Next man up. If you don't have 99 speed, you ain't shit apparently now. So that's all we scouted.
Yeah.
All your guys have 99 speed and they look like
they don't.
Oh, well.
I think my only ones are Enrique Nani, and they wasn't even on his fast receiver for some reason when I had it by speed. It's the sauce glitch. Hold in on a play that the guy's already passed the dude.
Well, there is a weird thing where the game...
His player gets animated, my player doesn't even jump.
But the number one corner plays on the defensive left.
I had it going by speed.
You have to swap on defense.
Yeah, I did.
Your best guy too.
But even having it by speed, this lines up by their fastest to your fastest, second fastest.
Yeah.
It didn't do that.
You have a middle linebacker coming in that's really good, so...
Yeah, he was. Talking to South Carolina, I hope.
Yeah, we didn't get him, so... But the rumor is that you're going to be playing South Carolina week 0. How does that make you feel?
Well, that's an easy win. South Carolina can't beat a usual.
I mean,
unless he had Georgia Southern team, then anyone can beat anyone.
We'll see you
That's like
guys
putting
soon.
Logan Sargent in a
God
Red Bull.
bless.
It's just
Take
going to be
chances. Congrats to the Eagles. Good luck to
Hey, I'm not done.
We're not done.
I'm not done.
You're in control of YouTube, so
Go
yeah.
ahead. Take
Yeah,
your
chances.
ship. We're just
Hey,
sailing.
shout out to all the boosters, and you know, hey, you know, you put in the work, you know, you get paid. Come to Georgia Southern.
Performance enhancing drugs, same different.
Kevin, I just looked at your roster.
Well, you know what Brink says. Brink says take
Natural
chances.
progression.
And progressive, well, what was I going to say? Performance enhancing drugs is taking a chance. So, to be fair, if they are taking drugs, they're just following Brink's advice.
We have a very strict
4-time.
healthcare program,
4-time.
and, nutritional program. At
Some say
University of
5-time.
South Florida. It's one of the attraction features is how serious we take it.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Robert F. Kennedy is our advisor.
All right, take chances. What does
Right.
he say? God bless. Take chances.
You
And
never
we'll
know
see
how it
you
works
guys.
until you try.
Yep.
Yeah.